Emmett Cohen, great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
And Plainfield, New Jersey really respects you for putting some respect on my hometown's name. But you know what? We're going to have a big-time matchup this evening as the guys are getting ready to battle down on the court.
Let's do it. They're ready to go, and so are we. The Trailblazers control the tap. Lillard to Kent Bazemore. 49 wins for the Trailblazers last year. That was good for third in the West. Jay, what's your projection for this season?
Well, the projection is that they can't afford to stumble out of the gates, which they've done over the last couple of seasons. Unfortunately, I think this team is stagnant to a certain degree. They have great talent, but I don't think they have the pieces to win in the gauntlet of the West.
To Beverly. Off the mark. Lillard to McCollum. Down low, Nurkic. Not that time. Leonard to Paul George. The screen sets him up for two. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Nurkic. Can't connect from in close. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George matched up with Nurkic. To Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. A bad pass there. Blazers have it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
McCollum with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Nurkic. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot by McCollum won't go. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. To George. Down to 5 on the 24. George lets it fly. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Nothing going here on that drive. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Paul George, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard knocks it down off the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
It's George for 2. That's no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Nurkic to Lillard. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Damian Lillard trying to cash in on a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw's good for Lillard. The Blazers add one more to their total. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
McCollum to Lillard. McCollum to Lillard. Trying to cash in. D's got it. Damian Lillard. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Paul George to Leonard. Here comes the screen. It's a big finish.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard on the drive, but he can't finish. Leonard to Paul George. Here's a chance from long range, and Paul George nails it from downtown.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lillard to McCollum. Damian Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good. Beverly into the front court. They trail by 2. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by McCollum. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Oops, he missed the first one.
Substitutions.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Lillard to Rodney Hood. Dame rises. Not going down for him this time. Beverly. Down low for Leonard. Hood. Deep right corner. And the rebound brought down by Harrell. Beverly into the front court. They trail by 1. Williams to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Lillard. Here comes the screen. To Lillard. 4-3. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up. So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once, maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in LA now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Lillard, tough shot, he hits.
Well, that change is inevitable, and one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Lillard to Rodney Hood. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Williams.
I got ball. That's me. I got blocked.
Nothing going here on that drive. It goes down.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender up.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. Substitution being made in this one. Leonard. Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Lillard. The pass set it all up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Leonard. Has a look. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good. Williams across the timeline. They're down 3. They'll get it down to Leonard. And count the basket inside.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Lillard. Good look that time, but off the mark. Williams into the front court. Down a point. Given 2 points. High percentage.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Lillard. Montrezl Harrell swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Portland has 4 to shoot. To Lillard. Lets it fly from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Williams across the timeline. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Kawhi Leonard against the former first-rounder. Nothing going here on that drive. Just not going down. Lillard. Driving right to the basket. Can't connect from inside. Won't go down. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 27, Yusuf Nurkic.
Deep three at the buzzer. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Beverly. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Montrezl Harrell, couple of free throws on the way. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
And fails. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Portland has the ball. To Rodney Hood. Surveys the floor to McCollum. A drive through the paint, but a shot misses. Beverly into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Patrick Beverly at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. McCollum to Rodney Hood. McCollum to the basket, but he's unable to finish. Leonard to Beverly. Down low for Leonard. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Leonard. McCollum into the front court. Margins 8. Has a chance. McCollum with a shot. No good. To Leonard. to Harkless. Yusuf Nurkic, huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And Nurkic there for the rebound. McCollum with the basketball. Down 8. To Rodney Hood. To McCollum. Trying to cash in. McCollum shot off the mark. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Leonard, and it's a Blazer rebound. Trailblazers take over. To Ken Bazemore. Sizing up the defense. McCollum to Rodney Hood. McCollum. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Leonard. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Portland's got it. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Leonard. The drive. Right to the...
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended. McCollum into the front court. 9-point margin. To Whiteside. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Ken Bazemore. Here comes the screen. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to Beverly. They'll get it down to Leonard. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
McCollum into the front court. His team down 9. To Nurkic. Hood to McCollum. With the fadeaway. burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. And he missed the free throw. Doesn't have the touch, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard against Tolliver. George to Leonard. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely. But everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's the second time in his career he's been named 6th man of the year. And that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. And the basket good at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. So it remains Portland basketball. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Lillard. And the rebound taken in by Williams. Beverly to George. Shot from the lane won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
And C.J. McCollum, good from long range.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard to Paul George. To Williams. Yusuf.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Beverly. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. McCollum with the basketball. Trailing by 11. To Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Hood to McCollum. Fires the three. C.J. McCollum is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he hits the second.
Get it, shoot it again.
LA Clippers with the basketball. take stock of the floor. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Nurkic. Deep right corner to Leonard. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
The shot, almost. Leonard to George. Paul George. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
McCollum into the front court. Down 11 to Nurkic. Nothing going here on that drive. C.J. McCollum, short jumper, off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Leonard. L.A. with 4 to shoot. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Williams. Leonard. Offensive board and a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
C.J. McCollum, now 3 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Williams to Leonard. A pass stolen by Portland. Short jumper won't go down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Leonard to Williams. Leonard. And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
McCollum with the basketball. Final minute, first half. From the painted area, won't go down. To Williams. Here comes the screen. Williams. Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it. And abuses the rim with the big finish. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To Leonard. George sizing up Nurkic. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Leonard still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Pulled down by Whiteside. Time expires to end the first half. The Clippers are out in front.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Clippers entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. The Trailblazers are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Portland Trailblazers are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
McCollum into the front court. His guys down by 9. Here comes the screen. To McCollum. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
McCollum with the basketball. His guys down 11. Here comes the screen. McCollum. Work it down to Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
George to Leonard. Paul George. Looks like the ball was still in the cylinder. McCollum to Rodney Hood. To McCollum. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Leonard. George. Off the mark. No good. The follow won't go either. Hood to McCollum. George to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Down low, George. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Here comes the screen. Hood to McCollum. Can't connect from in close. Paul George to Beverly. Baseline drive. Shot from in close, no good. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Even to Zubac. He's got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. to Nurkic. Knocked loose. Nurkic. Nothing going here on that drive. To Ken Bazemore. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
McCollum shakes free and hits.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
George to Leonard. Trying to cash in. Not that time. It's Portland ball. Lillard to Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. 4 out of 7.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Leonard to Paul George.
Big pick right there.
Leonard goes to the right side. George buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Here comes the screen. Lillard, yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the 2nd season in a row. Stop it.
Jumper's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard to Ken Bazemore. Probing the defense. Almost unlucky bounce.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Zubac, defended by Yusuf Nurkic. Lillard. Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Knocked loose. Lillard to McCollum. Hassan Whiteside. 3 for 6 now.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Paul George to Beverly. Yusuf Nurkic with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Lillard. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season, a first-time All-NBA first-team player, tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Lillard for 2. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Leonard to George. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Portland has the ball. Lillard to McCollum. Over to the right side. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Beverly. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Driving is Lillard, but his shot won't fall.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Lillard to Ken Bazemore. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. Doc Rivers making some changes to his lineup. Trailblazers take over. To Lillard. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Lillard can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. With the step back.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. George to Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot to Beverly. PG lets it fly. Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good. Paul George to Beverly. George against Tolliver. With the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Lillard to Rodney Hood. Portland down to 4 to shoot. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 11. George down for Harkless. Off the assist. Now the Blazers will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It's Lillard for 2. Slam down. Yusuf Nurkic cleans it up.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Here comes the screen. Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George to Williams. Lou Williams. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Hood to Lillard. Has a look. Lillard shot, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it. JaMychal Green, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
5 seconds to shoot. To Williams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Textbook defense. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
If that missed, oh, he would have found himself on the bench.
It's LA Clippers ball. Paul George to Harkless. Probing the defense. Beverly to Paul George. Has a chance and strokes it.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Williams to Beverly. Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. Time for some new personnel into the game. Short jumper misses. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Here comes the screen. Lillard, tough matchup against George. McCollum to Lillard. Nice pass to get things going.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
George, defended by Tolliver. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket and scores.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
To Ken Bazemore. Clippers have the basketball. George to Beverly. Deep right corner. Williams to George. Williams. Lou Williams. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
McCollum to Lillard. Stuffs it down with authority.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To Beverly. Paul George. Lillard. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Beverly. To Williams. The jumper's off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Lillard here against Harkless. To Ken Bazemore. C.J. McCollum. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the most underrated backcourts we have in the league. Dame with an assist to CJ is something we hear all the time. No, we actually don't. We should probably hear a lot more of that.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Leonard to Paul George. Trying to cash in and hits off a killer step back.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Leonard to George. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And he'll head to the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Ivica Zubac at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Lillard to Ken Bazemore. Lillard knocks knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Defense making the ball handler work. To Leonard. He's looking for that touch. Portland's got it. Surveys the floor. Lillard to McCollum. Even to Zubats. Tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Jumper's good. To Paul George. It was right there.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body controls everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Lillard. McCollum to Lillard. Portland has 4 to shoot. Lillard, not that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
McCollum into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Screen coming. George up against the Weber State product. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Here comes the screen. Lillard to McCollum. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
George to Beverly. Zach Collins sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Tough make through traffic.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Paul George to Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. Paul George fires. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To McCollum. Whiteside knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers, so possession stays with the Blazers. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Lillard to Ken Bazemore. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket. And
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. McCollum. Rises for the slam. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
It's Portland ball. To Nurkic. McCollum. Sizing up the defense to Ken Bazemore. To Lillard. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
George to Beverly. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard sizing up the all-star Lillard. To George. Leonard. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Lillard. To McCollum. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. 19-footer at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.